Hello everyone, my name is Magda. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be playing episode 2 of my Australia series, which is a series I started last week. We are currently traveling in Australia, and I thought it would be a fun idea for each location that we pass through to record a game that is dedicated to that location. So the idea was to pick a spirit and an adversary combination to play that would be based on our feel for the location. So what spirit would live in this location, or what spirit represents this location, and what adversary would dare challenge this spirit here. So altogether we have 6 locations, so there will be 6 episodes, and each location has a unique spirit adversary combination. All games will be played at level 3, and to keep things fair and varied, we're going to use the balance board, and we started off last week with board A, and we'll be just each week we'll be progressing until F. So today we will be playing on B. Last week we were in Sydney, so we chose to play Ocean's Hungry Grasp, and we played that against the Kingdom of England because, well, Sydney is basically where England, the British, landed in Australia. This week, however, we are in Melbourne, and we struggled a bit. I struggled a bit trying to choose a spirit to represent this city. In the end, we thought that because Melbourne is quite known for, it's famous for having 4 seasons in one day. The weather is very unpredictable. That you can have sun, rain, wind, everything all before lunch. So we thought maybe Fractured Days Split the Sky would be a nice match, because yeah, the sky literally feels like it's fractured because it's all over the place. For the adversary, I picked Scotland because I couldn't pick England again, and I picked Scotland because apparently during the 1850s there was a huge wave of Scottish immigration that came here for the gold. There was a gold rush, and it was a big influx of Scottish. And apparently, you can still see this in the city today by some of the street names and some institutions across the city. Now, these choices are my own personal choices. It's what I feel these cities represent. You may have a different opinion. If you do, please feel free to comment below. But for now, let's go ahead and play the game, set the game up. Today, again, so we will be playing Fractured Days Split the Sky, and against Scotland, level 3 on board B. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, and difficulty 3, this is difficulty 6 altogether, level 1. You have on the coastal lands, they explore with towns instead of explorers. Level 2, you have an additional city added to land 2, and a new invaded deck order. And level 3, they will build, even as long as there is a city at the coastal land, the coastal lands will build even if they are empty. And of course, we have to watch out for the additional loss condition. We're playing one spirit, so we cannot have more than two lands with cities on the at the coast. So let's go ahead and start the game. So we're getting first the days that never were. Okay, we're gonna pick get some time. We are starting off with jungle. Okay, so I saw briefly quite a few nice cards. Uh, okay, so I've played before Fractured. It's not my favorite spirit, but sometimes there are nice combinations. David quite likes the spirit. I'm not too fond of it. But there's one game that I recall that I played. I had Instruments of Their Own Ruin, and playing this card, this major power, together with Blar, the Arc of Years, and hitting the threshold for this is quite fun because you can make them build and ravage as many times as you want, and it just clears the whole area around it. The only thing is like you need to have the threshold. So what I see, what I already like is I have Spar with Words of Fire. So that allows us to have. So we need to hit the threshold. We need 4 suns, 2 fire, and 2 beasts. We can get 1 fire from here and a sun, so that's awesome. We get an extra sun here. This actually allows us to play another card additionally. So if we have maximum, let's say 3, that's fine. And then all we would need to do is play another card with sun and beast. So ideally, I like this card as well because this is also his elements. This is also his elements, so this is really nice. But this can get expensive, so ideally I would like to have a minor power that has both sun and beast. So let's do that. Let's start off with let's start off with let's start off with picking a minor power, and hopefully we immediately get something with sun and beast. No, we have sun, not beast. So I don't know if it's nice maybe to just pick the beast, because if I play, for instance, where is the cards? I just need to have 3 cards, and this will allow us to play a third one with sun. Maybe I think that that's fine. We don't have a perfect combination, but we do need a beast, a cheap beast. Now, do we want this or do we want this? Here we're gathering up. This isolates the target land, which is nice. And this does 1 damage, but the 1 damage doesn't do much. So I'm going to do this, and maybe I will do Portents of Disaster. And let's put our presence here. At the moment, I'm not going to... do we actually have a defense card somewhere? No, I think maybe I'm not going to play this now. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But for now, let's just gain time. Let's start opening up. Because if we start opening up, the next turn we can just do minor powers. So for now, I'll just play 1 card so I can make Baby Dahan. And we can play that here, get the single Dahan away from the from the coast. Okay. And then we have suns, which means here they will be building. Okay, let's just build up. Let me pick a card first. I'm going to pick this card, and then next turn maybe I'm going to put this here. And let's just gain us how are we with this? We can gain 1 time. Gain energy. For now, maybe I don't want to cascade here, and I don't want to use my cards. I'm going to do absolute stasis. Maybe it will be enough to play next turn. So let's just do absolute stasis. I'm not going to do anything in land 8. Hopefully I'll get a defend by Dahan. Let's see how it goes. In the inner land, in each board, replace 1 explorer with a town. I don't like that. Oh, but I can push it away. Huh. So let's do that. We'll still push it away. Still not perfect, but okay. We do get a blight, but at least that is cleared. And here they build. Okay, where do we want to add? Let's add it here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pick now. I'm gonna leave my presence here. I don't need to move it. I'm gonna pick instruments of their own ruin. We're gonna get rid of poor time sideways because in a single player game this does absolutely nothing. And we're gonna gain energy. I'm really it's unfortunate that we don't have this card here, but yeah. Oh wait, we have to do. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't realize I have to gain 1 time because it's not 3. I need to play 3 cards. No. Okay, this is a mistake. I have to redo this. Let's just redo this again. Sorry about that. We're going to gain 1 time so we can play 3 cards. And then we're going to gain 2 energy. We're going to play instruments of their own ruin, this, and then with Sparrow on with Words of Fire, we can play this. I think we're on threshold now. Yes. Okay, cancel. Okay, I need to... Should I use this? What's upcoming? Jungle. What do we want to do? Let's just play that there. Do we want to do jungle? I'm gonna do jungle. Swap. We don't have any cards to play, and I'm running out of energy. Wait, can I? Okay, and I can play. What do we want to do? Okay, I actually realize one thing. I have a problem. I actually cannot do this because I forgot if I just let this do damage all around, then they're going to build a city here and I'm going to have loss and I will lose. So I can't get rid of the town there, but I can get rid of the city here. So I'm not... I'm just gonna play finish anyway. I'm gonna play just 1 card. I'm gonna add on that, and then the Dahan will destroy the city before they build there. Oh, choose a land and build. Okay, choose a land with cities and build there. On each would push 2 explorers at a town from a land with beasts. Okay, that's actually quite nice because then I don't have to get a blight there. Gather one Dahan into a land with Dahan. Defend one per Dahan. It has to be with Dahan. I'm gonna maybe gather this guy here. Okay. Okay, that's good I caught that because we would have had a big problem. Well, not a big problem. I would have lost, basically. Where do we want to add a town? Let's add it here. All right, let's see if we can get away with our trick. I don't know how it's gonna be. So we need to use I don't know if I'll have enough energy, so we need to play this. How are we with this? We need one more. I think we just making it. No, why not? Because I need sun, so it's not gonna work. Oh, this is not. Okay. This is not working how I want to work it. Then if it's not gonna work, I'm not gonna play that. I'm just gonna let it blight. But I'm gonna use maybe absolute stasis on land 6 so I don't lose my presence. Yeah, I really need something with both sun and maybe this wrap in sunlight. Okay. I'm just gonna play one card here just to prevent the losing my presence. And of course they build because okay, it is what it is. We're gonna add a town. Let's add it here. And we have to add a disease there. It lands with presence have defend 2. So here they'll build instead of ravage. So I'm really trying to go for jungle again. Okay, not jungle but mountain. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pick the third option. I'm not moving any presence. I'm just gonna go for this wrap in wings of sunlight. I'm gonna get rid of this because I'm not getting. I need. This needs to. We need to resolve this. So let's play instruments of the own ruin. This. This. Now I wonder how many times can I do damage? I need to play this. And then when we add this, do we have... Oh, we already have... Okay, and this blur. Okay. Okay, so... And I could actually... Do I want to play another card? I don't. I could target here, but I want to do damage here. But let's first... I want to move that here. So then that... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we move it there. So then that way that will be cleared. Now, so this is the magic. We want it to build. And then they ravage. So I would want to clear. I find that so cool. So now we've cleared the jungle, the mountains. And the fun part of this is you can do this again. I think I have time. Yeah, spend time to repeat. Then we're going to do this again. Build again. The problem is now this becomes an issue, but we still do. It's still not too bad. How much? I need 10 damage. Basically, I've cleaned everything around. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so we got 3 fear cards, which is quite nice. And I'm very glad we did that now because now it says, but wait, which level are we on? Each board, uh if Dahan outnumbered towns and city by two or more, replace a town with a Dahan and vice versa. I don't know what we have. We have to replace it with a town. So I'm going to do that here because can also be destroyed still. Uh, I don't like this. On each board in the land with the most combined invaders, plus Dahan add a disease and you destroy. So I've just destroyed. Okay, so then do I really want to do this? I could then replace this guy. Then that way at least they clear out. Each player adds 2 strife in a land not matching her. Okay, I like that because then I can actually do damage without hitting the threshold here. In each player chooses a different land with Dahan and you do 1 damage and defend 3. So let's do that. Each player adds a strife to land with presence. It's too bad it's not here. And then this will be cleared out. Coastal lands. Okay. Let's do that here. Let's explore here. And that's an explorer. Okay, I think we should reclaim and do some, I don't know. Okay, let's just reclaim first. We're gonna add that as time. I'm gonna play Instruments of Their Own Ruin. I'm gonna play this again. Can I? Oh, I do hit the threshold. So for now, I think it's okay. I'm not gonna play. Should I play Absolute Stasis? Maybe let's play Absolute Stasis here. How are we doing with the fear? Okay, we are a little bit there. Let's gather this Dahan. I don't have that many Dahan. I don't like that. I can add there. Actually, instead of doing that, can we make baby Dahan? Because I lost a lot of Dahan. Let's put that there. And then we're gonna do time again. And we're gonna push that there. And then we're gonna gather this guy and then push them all there. Okay, and meanwhile, let's just add a stripe there and we can do 9 damage. Should we kill the cities? How are we doing there? Should we kill the cities? I mean, they're gonna build anyway. Let me think. What else can we play here? Maybe I can play Tsunami actually, but Should we play should we destroy the cities? Okay, I destroyed all the cities. We get 6 fear. They're still gonna build a city, but that's okay, I guess. How far are we? We still have some. Or should we have okay, we're not doing too bad, I think. I could play another. Should I don't have energy to play anything else. Should I swap this to what else could I swap it for? No, let's not. I'm just gonna leave it as it. Add a town to land with towns. Maybe we can add it here because that's defended by 5. Add on each board, add a disease. Okay. Why did I not have us? Oh, with the most towns and cities. Each spirit with at least 2 among its lands gains 1 energy. I don't have any Dahan among me, unfortunately. Each player adds a strife in a land with does it matter? Yeah, we can add that. Okay, scapegoat. Scapegoat is always good if you have something to scapegoat, but it is one of the few times that I don't have scapegoats. So the good thing is I don't have cities in the coast, so they're not going to build here, but I do have a problem there. Sands, where do we need to add a town. Let's add a town here. I think I'm gonna put absolute stasis on the sands. So they don't build a city and then I have to think of what to do here. So let's see, what cards do we have to pick here? Maybe let's not. I could also do Manifest Incarnation. Okay, I can't put my presence there because it will. Yeah, I can't do that. Tsunami might be nice, but 8 damage. Okay, maybe we can do 8 damage. But what do I want to... I'm going to get rid of this. I didn't really use it. I'm going to leave it like that. So let's just gain energy. I hope it's going to be enough. I'm hoping that this will... so the absolute stasis will prevent the city being built and tsunami will destroy the city here. I will get a blight though. But yeah, let's see how it goes. For the rest of this turn, towns and cities have +1 health. Of course they do. But I don't think that changes tsunami. You can still destroy the city. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. Okay, that's fine. How much far? Okay, maybe we'll make it. On each would add a Dahan to a coastal land with Dahan. Each player adds a strife in a land with at least 2 different invaders. So basically, if tsunami doesn't kill it, what do you call it? Instruments of their own ruin would help a bit. Okay, so we get it. Oh no, actually no, the strife. I lose the strife. I keep forgetting it's ravaging. Sands and this. So we need 7 fear before they build another city. Can we do it? No, we need 2 more fear. Okay, so we need 2 more fear because we don't have any cities. Now, what do we want to do? I think I saw a card. importance of disaster gives me 2 fear. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pick that card just to get the fear so that I can hit terror level 3. Does it matter? I can get energy. And let's do that. I think it's the only one I need to play, and let's just do that. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. I'm very happy with that win. It took me a couple of tries. But Instrument of the Own Ruin and also the Paratroopers, that card, that is quite nice for his colors. I'm very happy with that. Another major power that is quite nice for this game is a Rigor. Is it Vigor or Rigor of Breaking Dawn? Which you can hit the threshold with no problem at all. So we won in turn 8. It is difficulty 6, as I said before, and it is 51, a score of 51. We lost quite a few Dahan, considering that we made baby Dahan. But we have one. We added 2 blight on the island. We didn't have a chance really to remove any blight, but yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, I will be recording for Adelaide. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that city name. So stay tuned, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.